Good morning, I'm Ella.
And I'm Addison.
And welcome to another edition of Bird's Eye News, featuring stories from all across Cardinal Nation. Here are today's top stories. Cheer shines at UIL state competition. And a new addition to the MHS campus creates space for future growth. Bird's Eye News starts now. Cardinal cheer finishes in the top 10 at state. Here's Mim with more.
Earlier this month, the Melissa High School cheerleading team competed in the UIL Spirit State Championship at the Fort Worth Convention Center, placing 6 out of 64 teams in 5A. Teams were judged on their band chant, fight song, and crowd leading skills. Team members say the journey to this year's top 10 finish began after last year's competition, where the team advanced to finals and placed 20th.
We really started the whole process as soon as UIL was over last year. So we took that final score sheet and we just began tweaking all those little things.
Our preparation process started over the summer when we attended UCA camp, and we kind of started to get a routine, and that's when we started really seeing that we were going to be good this year.
Throughout the summer, we worked on getting material ready and getting ready to kick it into full gear when the school year started again.
Like the little progressions, the very small details, those were our main focus as we got prepared for tryouts, and then we just kind of built on that.
Coaches and cheerleaders say bonding as a team was just as important as working on skills.
You can't do something like cheerleading where you're putting other girls up in the air and the safety and well-being depends on people underneath of you that you don't like.
We started working on just team bonding, bringing the new girls in, getting close with them. I made sure I could be someone they could confide in and help work through their issues. They were really supportive in critiquing the little things, but also helping us in finding and bonding together.
I know that outside of competing and cheerleading, life happens, and so sometimes you have hard days, so I try to come in loving them and just being there for them. I couldn't have been more proud with what they did. They went out there, they worked hard, they gave it everything they got, and at the end of the day, they got 6th place.
We saw where we kind of fell from prelims to finals. Little things that we know now we need to tweak, we need to make better. So I can't help but be excited and hungry for next year as well.
Melissa High School's newest building features space tailored to students' and teachers' needs. Here's Ella and Jakaya with more. Melissa High School's new academic building began to move in classes on January 3rd. School leaders say the new facility will create a more collaborative academic learning environment and make space for the high school's fast-growing student body.
Next year, we're projected to have 400 plus new students, and then in the next 5 years, be close to 3,000 students in our high school.
Some of the new demographic studies that we have are saying that our student population is going to wind up being 7,000.
This building is going to allow us to accommodate all of those students.
But this third phase of the high school is an additional 80 classrooms approximately. So when we move into that in the fall of next year, we're probably going to have at least 30 plus classrooms vacant that we can grow into.
The classrooms are really big, comparatively speaking, which just allows for collaborative learning, more space to move around, just a more comfortable learning environment.
The cardinal way is collaboration and working together, learning how to work with a team. Well, we expect that of our staff as well. So we created workspaces for them in which they can do that as well.
We have wonderful kids, wonderful teachers with high expectations, and so our facilities need to meet those expectations.
They are designed by our CTE director and our CTE teachers to really be conducive to their space.
The new building includes spaces custom designed for each class, including a broadcast studio and labs for law enforcement, journalism, and computer engineering.
There's also an area that we call a makerspace, in which it's a large area in which you can create and build anything. So any class, not just in career and technology, but any class that we offer in which students need to create something, they will have a space with the tools necessary to do that, and classes can come and go out of that space.
Once it's fully opened up, the technology is going to be really awesome. There's lots of open collaboration spaces. Oh, and the library is going to be legit with a cafe on the bottom.
School administrators say that the building will be ready for move-in as early as the end of March, but no later than the beginning of next school year.
It is important to us that we make sure it's fully functional. If it's not ready to give them the very best, then we're not going to move into it yet.
We don't want to move our students and staff in the middle of EOC testing season or when we've got big things going on with campus. Hopefully by the summer and moving into fall of 24-25, the entire building will be open. There's not another school like this in Texas, and it's going to give our students, our community, future Cardinals, a great place to come and learn and grow and be a part of something bigger than themselves.
See you next week. Thanks for watching.